What's up, guys, and welcome to my series on how to get started in the washer and dryer business. I'm going to be doing weekly videos on how to get started in this business, tricks and tips for how to make more money in it. Please remember to subscribe because I'm going to be putting out videos on this weekly. Alright guys, in this video I'm going to talk about front-end loaders. I don't really like to work on front-end loaders. They tend to take a lot more time and the parts tend to cost a lot more, but if I get a front-end loader, I'll do a quick check on it. And there's a couple things that could be wrong with a front-end loader that cost a lot of money and cost a lot of time, but if you check this really quickly, you can save yourself a lot of hassle. And there's also codes that will be thrown with the problem I'm first going to talk about, and that is the spider arm. I think that's what it's usually called, and it's a little metal arm that holds on to the stainless steel drum, and I think it's actually made of aluminum or cast aluminum, and it being the inferior metal, it gives up faster when I've heard theories of how this works. It works a lot like a saltwater motor for boats, where they have that little piece of metal on the bottom that deteriorates faster. Same thing's happening here, only by mistake, supposedly, of all these companies have put an inferior metal against stainless steel, and you got water, you got power running through the motor, and it just slowly dissolves these things. But to know if this is the problem, and if it is a problem, just move on with life because this is too expensive and too time consuming to fix and make it worthwhile. I'm going to show you a quick test. I'm going to set this up on a tripod. All right, there. All right. So, what is that doing in there? Good course. All right, the stainless steel drum is connected to the outer drum, and there's arms on these three pieces that are going back. The spider arm is behind that. To get to that, you had to break the drum open, or it's a whole bunch of screws usually all the way around the center of the drum. Pull it open, pull all this out just to get to that thing. It's several hours of work depending on which one. But you can first test this by grabbing the stainless steel drum and seeing if it feels like it's gonna have wiggle, but this is a good one. If it's not making a grinding noise when I turn it back and forth really quickly, and when I shake it a little tiny bit, if it doesn't feel like something is loose, like is kind of loose from the plastic drum, that is a spider arm. The arm that holds it to the motor has deteriorated, and it is a pain to fix. All right, and if I have a broken one, I'll make another video on this. All I have is a working one, but it's easy to tell when you have a broken one. Symptoms of this are several things, but most of the time it will start a wash, it will go into spin, and it will go into an off balance error code. Or sometimes I've seen them where they're so broken that they'll immediately go into a weird code claiming other things are wrong if it's too tough for it to move. But I think what's going on is the computer is picking up as it's too hard for it to turn the drum because the drum's just sitting loose and it's grinding and overpowering the motor, and it's going to throw other codes. But you'll be really aggravated, and tons of codes will get thrown on these things when this problem happens. But don't let that discourage you. First, just check it. It's really easy to check. That's the number one thing to first check. The next thing to check is if the filter is stopped up. Super, super common problem on front-end loaders. Most of them will have a filter, and this one has a little slot for access to the filter. Let's see, it's right here. And you'll just pop this guy open. The filter is right here. You'll undo that, pull the filter out, see if it has a bunch of junk in it. Sometimes the motor, the little bilge pump, like a boat has, is right beside it. If you can while it's obviously unplugged, don't put your finger in this while it's on. If you put your finger in there, you'll feel the fan. Sometimes you can reach it, and you'll feel either a piece of fabric or something stuck around the fan. Easy problem. Sometimes you can just pull that out and it'll work fine. Sometimes that will burn up the motor, and you'll have to see how much the motor is on eBay. And sometimes they're super cheap, sometimes they're super expensive. It just depends on the type of machine. These little panels look like this sometimes where the filters are. Other times, this is actually a dryer on a stack right here, but there'll be a big seam, and the filter will be sitting right here. So there'll be a way to pop this open. You'll have to pop it open, but it'll be exactly the same. It'll just be some way of getting to this little area here. But that's why I check really quick. Whenever I get a front end loader, you don't even have to turn it on. First thing to check is if that feels like that spider arm is bad, give up on it. You can part it out. That's another thing, that you can make a lot of money on front end loaders parting them out. I said that water pump's expensive. You could sell that water pump on eBay if it's an expensive one. Some are expensive, some aren't. You just have to go on eBay, type in the item number. Usually it'll be either written on the part itself, or you'll have to do just a little bit of research, look up the model number of the actual washer. It will be on the inside of the door. Any repair guys will know this. I might have to explain this. But it'll be right here, somewhere there. Type in the model number, put it on Google, and one of the top parts places will have a search, and it'll tell you all the parts for that, and just pan down, see which part number it is, take that actual part number, put in the eBay search, go to completed and sold, not just completed. You want to make sure it's an item that's worthwhile, and see what's worthwhile of the machine. On front end loaders like this, there's several other parts. There's usually a little computer board that's located just past the filter. There'll sometimes be a computer board there that's worthwhile. The actual glass doors a lot of times will be worthwhile. Somebody will break those doors. I don't know how you break a door like that, but they'll break them and you'll be able to sell the glass door itself. These filters, sometimes these things are worthwhile, easy to take out, easy to ship. So a lot of times you'll make your money back on these, and if you got it as a trade-in for 20 bucks off, they weigh a lot. So when you go to take them to scrap, you'll also be able to make money back at scrap. They'll probably bring about twice as much, so you get at least 10 bucks back there. So you can still make good money on front-end loaders, and several times it's just going to be something simple. All right, that's it for today's, guys. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please check out my playlist. I've got a bunch of different playlists now, and we'll see y'all next time.